Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome back to the Quran interpretation, and we are still interpreting Surah Al-Baqarah. Surah Al-Baqarah, the second and the longest surah in the Quran Al-Kareem, and it's a very, very important surah. We discussed before its virtues. Now we complete simple explanation for Surah Al-Baqarah, recited from the Holy Quran, starting from verse number 6. أعوذ بالشيطان الرجيم إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون. The disbelievers who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will still disbelievers. They will continue to be disbelievers. Whether you, Prophet Muhammad, and the callers to Allah try to guide them, try to warn them from Allah's punishment, they will continue to be like this. They do not want to be believers. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sealed upon their hearts and their listening, and there is something like veil or a cover on their sights because of their kufr or disbelieving. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish them in the hereafter, because they do not want to be good people. They do not want to listen to the inner voice of believing, because Islam is fitrah. Islam is according to the simple understanding of the normal soul and the normal spirit. However, they do not want to let the light enter their hearts. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished them by not being able to get the faith in their hearts. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَا يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَهُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the first 5 verses spoke about the believers, and they will be in the heavens, the paradise, and spoke about kuffar, disbelievers, that we know that there are disbelievers in only 2 verses, 6 and 7. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will speak about the third kind of humans, which are munafiqeen. Munafiq shows Islam and hides kufr, hides disbelieving, because he's afraid. He's afraid from Muslims. This kind of disbelievers are called munafiq. Allah spoke about them a lot in the Quran Al-Kareem, and in Surah Al-Baqarah, about in 13 verses, starting from this verse, which is verse number 8. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَا يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. They tell others they are believers and they believe in Allah and believe in Prophet Muhammad, but they are not believers. They are lying. They think that they can fool and deceive Allah, and they think that they can fool and deceive believers, but actually they do not deceive anybody but themselves. They do not feel this. They do not know about this. They think that they are clever enough. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا. They have disease in their hearts. We know that disease is not only in body but also in hearts. That's why there is a psychological treatment, and the Quran came to heal mankind from suffering and from their psychological illness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Quran to be a cure for psychological illness and spiritual disturbance. So those disbelievers or munafiqeen, that they show Islam and hide kufr, they have disease in their hearts, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished them by adding more disease to their hearts, and they have bad torment when they meet Him, because they were lying to everybody. We stopped at verse 10 and complete next time, inshallah. See you, and please share it in your communities. If there is any question, I'd be happy to answer your questions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.